Step into a world of knights, castles, and epic quests as we explore the best medieval-themed tabletop games that bring the allure of the Middle Ages to your tabletop. Welcome to nerdsection.com. Number 10. Citadels. Citadels, released in 2016, is a strategic game set in a medieval city where players compete to build the most impressive district. Each player takes on a character with unique abilities, using them to gather resources, construct buildings, and outmaneuver rivals. The core mechanic focuses on selecting characters to influence gameplay through strategy and bluffing. With its mix of deduction and role selection, Citadels offers an engaging experience that keeps players on their toes in the quest to create the ultimate citadel. Number 9. The Taverns of Tiefenthal. The Taverns of Tiefenthal, released in 2019, immerses you in the life of a medieval tavern owner. Set in a quaint German village, your objective is to attract guests and manage resources to build the best tavern. The core mechanic is deck building, where you roll dice to determine your actions each turn, allowing you to hire staff, purchase ingredients, and expand your offerings. With its blend of strategic planning and tactical decision-making, this game captures the essence of medieval tavern life in a fun and engaging way. Number 8. Carcassonne. Carcassonne, released in 2000, is a tile placement game that invites players to build the enchanting landscape of medieval France. In this game, you'll take turns drawing and placing a tile featuring cities, roads, cloisters, and fields, strategically expanding the board to score points. The core mechanic revolves around the clever placement of these tiles and the strategic positioning of your follower pieces, known as meeples. By claiming features such as cities or roads, you earn points as they are completed, creating an engaging balance of competition and strategy. With its simple rules yet deep tactical layers, Carcassonne has captivated players for over 2 decades, making it a timeless classic in the realm of tabletop gaming. Number 7. Village. Village, released in 2011, immerses players in the life of a medieval village, where they manage their own families across generations. The core mechanic centers on action selection, allowing players to gather resources, take on village roles, and send family members to perform tasks. A unique aging mechanic means family members grow old and eventually die, impacting the player's legacy and scoring system. Players aim to enhance their family's reputation through various achievements, making Village a compelling blend of strategy and storytelling in a rich medieval setting. Number 6. The King is Dead. The King is Dead 2nd Edition, released in 2020, and is a strategic area control game set in medieval Britain amid political chaos following a king's death. Players represent powerful factions, Saxons, Normans, and Scots, competing for dominance. The core mechanic combines worker placement with card-driven actions, allowing players to deploy knights to gain control over regions while managing a hand of action cards to influence the game. This clever blend of direct competition and alliances makes each decision critical, establishing The King is Dead 2nd Edition as a must-play for medieval tabletop enthusiasts. Number 5. Dominion. Dominion, released in 2008, is a deck-building card game where players act as monarchs, expanding their kingdoms. The goal is to gain the most victory points by acquiring cards that represent resources like land, treasure, and subjects. Dominion's key mechanic involves starting with a small deck and building it by purchasing new cards, allowing for strategic choices each turn. This innovative gameplay has made Dominion a classic and the foundation of the deck-building genre. Number 4. Kutna-Hora, the City of Silver. Kutna-Hora, the City of Silver, from 2023, is a strategic city-building game set in the medieval town of Kutna-Hora, known for its silver mining. Players compete to develop their districts by managing resources, placing tiles, and constructing buildings. The game's core mechanic focuses on balancing economic growth with strategic decisions as you work to outsmart rivals and shape the city's future. With its rich historical setting and engaging gameplay, Kutna-Hora offers a deep dive into the challenges of medieval urban development. Number 3. Orléans. Orléans, released in 2014, is a strategic bag-building game set in medieval France, where players act as guilds competing for wealth and influence. The core mechanic involves drawing followers, merchants, knights, and clerics, from your bag to perform various actions, such as gaining resources and completing quests. Players must carefully manage their workforce and economy while striving for the most victory points by the end of the game. With its engaging strategy and rich thematic elements, the game provides a captivating experience for medieval tabletop enthusiasts. Number 2. The Castles of Burgundy. The Castles of Burgundy from 2019 is a strategic tile placement game set in the Loire Valley during the Renaissance. Players assume the roles of aristocrats building their estates by acquiring and placing tiles representing various buildings and resources. The core mechanic revolves around dice rolling, allowing players to take actions such as acquiring tiles and placing them on their boards. Strategic planning is crucial, as players must optimize tile placement for maximum points while competing for limited resources. This engaging blend of luck and strategy makes each playthrough unique, providing a rich experience that captures the charm of medieval estate building. Number 1, A Feast for Odin. At the top of the list is A Feast for Odin from 2016, a strategic resource management game set in the Viking Age. Players assume the role of a chieftain, building a prosperous settlement through exploration, trade, and crafting. The core mechanic features a unique action selection system, where players choose from various actions on a grid, with costs increasing the more frequently an action is taken. This dynamic forces players to balance their resources and optimize their strategies while competing for limited spaces, making A Feast for Odin a deeply rewarding experience for medieval tabletop enthusiasts. Whether you're strategizing in a grand campaign or role-playing in a fantastical realm, there's a game for every adventurer out there. If you enjoyed this journey through the ages, don't forget to check out our video on space-themed tabletops, where we explore games that take you beyond the stars.